The headline says it all. Um, Rory McIlroy takes pot shot at unfair critics of late collapse at U.S. Open. We all know what happened at Pinehurst at the U.S. Open Championship this year, coming down the stretch where Rory McIlroy birdie bogeyed three of his last four holes and lost to Bryson DeChambeau in the third major of the year. Uh, After that happened, Hank Haney, a former coach of Tiger Woods and television analyst, Smiley Kaufman, a former PGA Tour player, they both offered somewhat of a negative appraisal of McIlroy's approach, as well as McIlroy's caddy, uh, who was also in the line of fire. You know, I, I'm glad Rory came out with Spot Shot because, like he said in the article, uh, Hank Haney has never been in that position. You know, I'm not sure uh, why Hank would actually come out and criticize a player like Rory McIlroy, but Rory's got a point up there. Hank Haney has never been in that position. As far as Kaufman, Rory still thinks that Kaufman probably has a little better idea of what it feels like to be in that position coming down the stretch. Uh, he also went on to say that you know these guys always like to criticize when things don't go my way, but when I do perform out there, they have nothing good to say. Like there are instances out there when he won Dubai earlier this year, or Quail Hollow, or the two FedEx Cups that he's won, and that with Harry in the bag, eh, they never come out and say how good or great job they've done when they win, but they're always there to criticize them when they don't. You know, and he's got another good point on this subject. You know, most top ranked players have a good understanding of this coming down the stretch at major events. They know that technique is not a, a part of the problem coming down the stretch, right? Uh, these coaches are not hitting the shots and making the decisions, uh, and it comes down to your state of mind and how you handle yourself through that process. You know, uh, I mean, going further, he also said that he's now he's not gonna go to Hank Haney for any advice. So uh, that closes the door for Hank Haney on the subject. These these are tough moments for players, especially when you're ranked in top five in the world. When you come down the stretch, but they are the ones that really bounce back the fastest too, because of all the experience they have gone through in their career. They are top five because they have won uh, majors, they have won lots of golf tournaments, and they also have built a good support system around them to go through this process. You know, winning a golf tournament on the PGA Tour is is really difficult. To be honest, 50% of the field at every event on the PGA Tour deep down have no chance of winning, especially depending where you're ranked on the world golf rankings. Right now, when it comes to the majors, it's almost 70% of the field, I would say. You know, based on your world golf rankings, where you stand in winning the event. And if you do win an event, it's not because your game has really excelled. It's just that you got the good breaks at the right time. And I think that's what it comes down to if you're ranked, so high. Uh, when it comes to golf. I mean, it's a very difficult sport. I mean, there's so many challenges out there. You got to deal with fairways, bunkers, wind conditions, uh, speed of the putting greens. You go from hitting a driver to an iron, um, chipping, putting. I mean, everything has to fall in place. It's not like tennis, where you have a fixed court, uh, and you're going back and forth, like, right? I'm not saying tennis is easy. Don't get me wrong. Tennis is difficult too, but golf, it's all about being at the right place at the right time and putting the golf ball in the hole. And for that, you really don't need technique when you're ranked so high. So I'm actually really happy to hear that McIlroy came out and spoke his mind. I wish a lot of other players would do the same thing, uh, and and uh, and continue playing, and continue building on their weaknesses. Uh, so let's see how he does at the Scottish Open and the British Open coming up. I think he's a quick learner, and he doesn't have to prove himself, to be honest with you. I mean, he's already proven how good of a player he is. You watch McIlroy swing a golf club. Who doesn't want to swing a golf club like McIlroy? Let's just be honest about it. He makes it look so easy. So, hey, kudos to McIlroy. I thank him for coming out. It's going to teach a lot of. It's going to give a lot of other players the courage to stand up for what is right, for how they feel about this whole situation when somebody criticizes them. So kudos to McIlroy, and I wish him the best coming in the next few weeks. I want to thank you for watching my podcast. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share.